NBA Cup edition tonight, Joe. 8 o'clock start from your area. The Miami Heat taking on the Charlotte Hornets. Spread here, depending on where you're shopping, at between 4.5 to 5, and a total of 241 to 243.5. Points are expected tonight, Hornets and the Heat. What is your spread line here?
Well, points are expected, but my goodness, poor Erik Spoelstra, man, who had to come home from Denver in the middle of the night last night to find his house completely engulfed in flames and burned down to the ground. Now, they say he is going to be there. They are 2-0 at home so far, just 2-4 on the road. They were 1-3 out west. Nothing like a little home cooking. I think they put it together in a big way tonight and get one for the coach, who's hurting a little bit now, and he's just about lost everything.
There you go. And he realizes, no, I was shopping for better home insurance with another company and let that lapse. Hopefully that wasn't the case for Spo down there in Miami. We repeatedly say it is a football Friday here on the SportsGrid Network. Why? Because we have awesome stuff on Saturday. I actually have awesome college football on tonight as well. USC, we already did a little preview there in our spread lines here, but a big NFL weekend. But there are some news and notes in the NBA, and that's Erik Spoelstra. Thank goodness, where most people probably don't have to experience like losing a house. And quite frankly, as long as there's no like personal loss in there, if you will. But can you imagine, Joe, like your house goes up for flames, you're out at dinner, you come home and, it's all your stuff is gone. Like, I don't care if you're a millionaire or billionaire, whatever. That's a tough pill to swallow where, okay, you're going to be living out of a hotel. You got to go get new clothes. You don't have your pictures. You don't have your computers. Like, that's got to be an amazing response to you as a human being saying, all right, I got to go to work tomorrow, but my house just burned down the night before. That happened to Erik Spoelstra.
I just crazy, man. I mean, you just lost in Denver. Then you got to come home. And Donnie, it wasn't like just a man. Like, he had extra, like an in-law suite. Yeah. He had like everything went down to flames. They could not get this thing under control, and an investigation is underway. I mean, we're talking about an extremely affluent area in Coral Gables here, where, my goodness, it was like a giant bonfire in the middle there. And he lost pretty much everything in that fire. So he's going to be on the court tonight. They did lose Bam Adebayo in that game against Denver. He will not be available for this game. But I don't know that it much matters because it still feels like we're getting 250 total points in this one.
Yeah, I tell you what, it does matter. LeBron James getting back to 5-on-5, but also, do the Lakers actually need LeBron James? They've been battling injuries, but they're 7-2 without LeBron James on the season. Bron trying to get back and, I don't know, crash the party, mess up the chemistry. Who knows?
Trust me when I tell you, this will drag out through Christmas. That you probably won't see. The earliest, Donnie, that you're going to see LeBron James, I think,
Christmas
will be Christmas. That's it. That's the earliest you will see it. They will drag this thing out as long as the Lakers are winning games and Luke is dropping, double-double, triple-doubles, 30 points, 40 points a game. You will not see him until Christmas at the very least.
All right, let's get the party started here, Joe, on a Friday. There are games tonight, and the NBA Cup is playing. You wouldn't know unless we're probably telling you about it because it's an absolute meaningless, worthless event, which I can't believe the NBA even came up with. It's ridiculous. Maybe you have the NBA. You know what the NBA Cup really is, Joe? The playoffs, where you win playoff rounds and you win an NBA championship. That's the NBA Cup, not some random Friday night game that nobody cares about. And maybe some people will care about the Boston Celtics and the Orlando Magic. This line opened up, Joe, around 5. I'm now seeing 3.5s across the board in a total of 227.5 and 226.5. Cup night in Orlando. Get excited, people.
Well, listen, the Celtics and the Jaylen Brown show, Mano, they're getting some guys that are showing up here, some of the younger guys. Joe Mazzulla happy with the direction. But if you are the Orlando Magic, there is nothing to be happy about. They are now back home for a 3-game stand here. It starts tonight, but they have lost 5 out of their last 7 games here, Donnie. And to make matters worse, they turned the ball over 17 times in that last game that they played against Atlanta. 17. Boncaro continues to be an absolute monster, but they can't stop anybody because they're playing out of their element, Donnie. They're trying to play up-tempo when this team is built to play a rock fight of a physical game, and they can't figure it out. And I don't know that the Celtics are the team you're going to figure it out against.
Houston Rockets, San Antonio Spurs. Always love when these guys match up together. And today, the Houston Rockets are a 2.5 to 3.5 point favorite, depending on where you're shopping at. And the total around 224.5. Cup night in San Antonio. What gives tonight here, Joe?
Yeah, not a great game there by San Antonio against the Lakers last time out, but Houston went in there with Kevin Durant to Memphis. And you got to love when Durant is talking total smack to John Morant's father in the front row there. You just you gotta absolutely love it here. And Houston is rolling right now. I mean, really rolling. The offense is absolutely fantastic. But anytime you have Webayama out there, Devin Vassell, Harrison Barnes, this is going to be a good one here tonight. But I do give the edge to the Rockets. Better offense right now.
Let's squeeze one in elevation tonight. The Warriors on the road to take on the Nuggets. Look ahead line, Joe, 5.5. I'm now seeing 9.5s and 10s out here. Did the Golden State Warriors throw in the towel in the cup?
Steph Curry likely not going. Still sick. Apparently he's got the flu or something going on there. Steph Curry likely not in. And you got to keep an eye on Jimmy Butler. It's that time of year. Back starts to hurt. And they might not have everybody.
Job well done, people. You made it to the end of the week. The early line. Yep, we're on Monday. Checkmate Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, heading into the weekend here. Now, we love to talk about a lot of stuff here and give you information that, as we like to say, you can take to the water cooler. But now's the time of the show that we want to reach out to the public and ask, where are you going? Here's the Fade the Public poll. I love it. This just made my day, Joe. Like, you usually get a couple hundred votes here, give or take, and see where the people are going. We sent out a poll today on the SportsGrid network here, which, again, you can go right to X and follow us at SportsGrid and find it. Who will win this season's NBA Cup, Joe, with a question mark? There's 4 options: OKC, Cavaliers, Magic, and the Warriors. I'm looking right now, Joe. 15 people voted in this poll this morning. NBA, that shows the ratings right there, Joe. What do you think?
I love it. And what we're looking about what? OKC, shocker. And there's no reason to think that they won't or should not be the favorite. But I do like the Cavs. I think that's interesting too. Now that they are finally healthy, have Darius Garland back in company, and may just cause some issues here. I think when it's all said and done, I don't mind the Cavs at that price, to tell you the truth.
Yeah, Cavs plus 850, Magic 16-1, the NBA Cup. Let me know, Joe, when they actually announce who's in the Cup Finals, and we'll cheer it on and go from there.
Yes.
Let me just, I want to go off topic right now. Like, I see some things like in the NFL, like landscape and the betting landscape, and Jaylen Brown comes out, oh, it's miserable that people yell at me that I didn't close their parlay. Did you see the one yesterday where Giants kicker Graham Gano says, oh, people are wishing like cancer and death on me, which you never should do. Those are horrible human beings. But you know what? I'm tired of those stories, Joe. Can they please say, hey, man, I scored twice last night. I had 1 million people in there wanting to send me bottles of champagne. I'm the greatest player in the history of the world, and they just named their firstborn child after me. Where are those stories? Because they got to be out there, Joe. You know when a guy has a big performance, he's getting all the love in the world. Why do we only hear the negativity? Where's the positivity of sports gambling?
Oh, trust me, they get that, right? So that ego is being fed when they have great games. They just don't like the negativity when they don't have a good game. But listen, you're never going to be able to make everybody happy here. No. There's winners, there's losers, and unfortunately, you're stuck right in the middle there. So all you can do is your part, Donnie. That's it.
Yeah, show me Luka Doncic's DMs after a game where he has a triple-double with 35 points. Now, I'm pretty sure it's not like, I hate you. What, the guy that lost the ticket sends it in? No. All that love. Give me the outpouring of love and support where a guy goes, man, you know what? Legal sports gambling is kind of cool. You see my DMs, man. Everybody loves me here. Play good, we will love you here. I'm going back to the NBA. We're going to do the same thing we keep doing here, fading the public. And I got major CLV already going on. The Toronto Raptors and the Atlanta Hawks, Joe. Raptors opened up overnight as a 2-point favorite. They're now minus 2.5 for the Atlanta Hawks as a favorite. Ticket count, 7 out of every 10 tickets here for Toronto. We're taking the Atlanta Hawks minus 1.5 for another Friday night explosion. NBA fade the public play. That's how we get down to business, Joe. Friday's payday. Sounds like a 2-0 night on deck for the boys.
Love it. A lot of great action in the association here tonight. NBA Cup night, Donnie, and I know you'll be watching every one of them.